No. It's a fight when I want to eat, y'all. Okay, it is 10:20 on the 19th. It is a Monday, President's Day. This is my first meal of the day. I'm having some water with it. I notice I do better if I eat around this time every single day. So that is what we're doing. It is 8 ounces of picanha, but I probably won't eat it all. The cat's usually still an ounce for me at least. And then I don't always eat any fat that's undercooked like that one. That one I'll eat, but this, But yeah, my first meal of the day. Alright, I am trying to get a few steps in. I did wake up with a major migraine and did have to take a Motrin. And it is coming back, so I will have to take another ibuprofen. Because it's one of the bad ones where it makes it hard to see. So, I get them. They come and go. I figured I would get them from having to hold my head the way I did, getting my hair done. Plus, with the smells, I usually get them for like 3 days after getting my hair done. And then I'm fine again. And it's totally worth it to me. Because I can just pop a few ibuprofens and be fine. But, kind of bored today. But since the rest of the week's so busy, I'm afraid to go out and do anything. So, I don't know what I'm doing yet today. Alright, it's 2:20. I am having 6 ounces of picanha. And and my last coffee of the day. So, unless I get starving, this is my last meal of the day. Because the goal is the latest 4, but the main goal is 3, to be finished and start fasting by 3, because I've been doing some intermittent fasting. Alright, it is Tuesday, the 20th of February, 2024. If you're new to my channel, we are doing a carnivore, low histamine version diet right now. My highest weight ever was 434, got down to 157.5 on keto. When I started keto, I was at 368. Tons of illnesses, polycystic ovary syndrome, fibromyalgia, IBS-DC, so many health conditions, hardening of my heart walls, high blood pressure. The list goes on and on and on, including severe allergies. Okay, we cured 99.9% of all of that, even the hardening of my heart walls. Cured it all with keto. Got the C word multiple times, but Delta kicked my ass and gave me long haul C word, plus mast cell activation syndrome, come to find out, which means I have plus already had high histamine levels in my body, but it's a billion times worse. Alright, so that's why we are doing a low histamine version, because I gained about 100 pounds almost back. Doing keto. Doing not keto, trying any and everything, 600 calories a day or less, and I was having severe GERD, okay, plus a lot of other health issues, horrible health issues, and we're curing that. We're curing it. Today is, I think, day 44 of this journey, and boy, life is changing every day. Life is changing, so in a good way, not a bad way. But I already recorded this morning and didn't have an intro, so this is my intro. And welcome to the journey. Am I doing it anybody's way? No, not really. I'm doing it my way. Doing it my way. Because with a low histamine diet, there's not a whole lot of people in agreement with diet, doctors or scientists, on what you should or shouldn't eat. And because I am severely insulin resistant, we are doing carnivore. Because almost everything I could eat on a keto diet that doesn't kill me is a no-no on the list, the low histamine diet list. So that being said, let me show you what I've already recorded, because I am starving and I'm in there cooking my first meal of the day, and it is after 1. Alright, it is the 20th, so what? Are we on day 44? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let me look at my little book. Nope, yeah, we are. Let's see, that would have been, I stopped filling out on the 18th. I'm almost out of this book. 9th, 40, yep, on day 44, right? Yes, day 44. I'm going to only start using these books when I order another one, because they're only 60 days per book and they're expensive, when I start testing different foods. It was great to use it to know I can have steak all day long, picanha. So what is a picanha? Because a lot of people keep asking. Also, I'll just make an entry video so no one's confused because I'm just going straight into it again. Okay, so a picanha is the fat cap of the cow cut. So it is the end of the sirloin. So it's the upper area of the butt, somewhere around in there, I was told. And it's just got a big fat cap. It is expensive if you just throw that fat 100% away like Dino does. Because it is $8+ a pound, $9. I think we're paying almost $10 a pound now. And if you're not eating any of the fat, I mean at all, he hasn't them cut it completely off, but you still gotta pay for it. And usually I take the fat, but they forgot to put it in my last one and I had thrown it away. So to me that's very expensive because it's literally at least a pound or more, usually 2 pounds of fat that you just paid for $9. So that's like, it becomes a lot more per pound when you throw 2 pounds of the money in the trash. So I suggest sirloins if you aren't going to eat the fat because it's right next to it and it's just as tender. So I can get away with those because I have a histamine issue. So I need the meat to be as fresh as possible and not aged. So they cut them fresh for me. They either cut it that day while I'm there, and that's the ones that are not vacuum sealed, or they vacuum seal and put straight back in the fridge, and I have no problem with vacuum seal. Even a week later, the ones that they vacuum sealed immediately, I am having no issues with. I have no issues as long as I cook it fully and air fried. So a lot of people's been asking. It has multiple names around the world and even in the United States. It depends on where you're getting it from. So if you go to a butcher, you can say the fat cap of the back of the sirloin. And if they don't know what that is, then I guess they just work for Walmart or Sam's or something. They don't know the cuts. Just saying. A lot of them do not know the cuts of meat. At least around here, of any kind. And as far as I know, my places like that do not sell it, and they're aged because they are not fresh. The Chatham Meat Co. is they get it from the cows around here. They are not aged. The reason I had problems with the New York strip is they had to sell that wheat, so they had cut them previously. They are not vacuum sealed, so they had more time for histamines. It is one reason why I cannot do ground beef of any kind when I used to could, because when you grind it, it causes more histamines and it's out during the grinding process. So that causes more histamines, and the only way to do it is to buy my own sirloin and grind it and cook it immediately. But it makes a huge mess. Yes, I have a grinder for my KitchenAid, but it splatters blood everywhere, which the cats, I'm having to fight the cats because they want to lick it up everywhere, right? So it's just easier for me not to do the ground beef. And I'm totally in love with the picanha. Now, the funny thing is, when you have a histamine body, it means I have too much histamine inside my body. I am having reactions to foods I'm not technically allergic to, but my body is having an allergic reaction response to it. The same with the air. It is because I am having a high histamine response because of my body right now. I am hoping over time I can heal it, but I've had a high histamine body my whole life, but it got worse after COVID. After the Delta version, because I've had it over 10 times now, and the Delta version is what kicked my ass and gave me long haul COVID. I know I'm saying the C word a lot, which means I could be demonetized in this video, but it's okay. So I've learned that right now, this is what my life is. This is what my life is right now, to be healthy. To be a healthier me is I'm going to be eating picanha. And sometimes I can get away with London roll, but it's not yummy. There is no fat to it, so it is tougher. And because I can't eat it rare right now, and yes, on high histamine, you're supposed to be able to eat it rare, but when I eat rare meat, it was not working for me. And I will try it again soon, because I am on day 44 of trying to heal my body. But I do know I can eat that. I do know I can eat eggs, like 2 or 3 eggs a couple of times a week, but if I eat them every day, I start having a lot of heartburn and symptoms, even though they're from fresh eggs. Still gross looking. They are so fresh. I also learned, even though there is cheeses I'm supposed to be able to have, I haven't tried them all, but I've learned that I just feel better. You know, the truth is, I was eating that cheese with the eggs, so I don't know if I can have the fresh mozzarella or not. When I was eating the fresh mozzarella, like an ounce here or there, all by itself, the first couple of weeks, and boy, was I losing weight during that, and I was never hungry, I didn't have problems with it. So I can't even say I can't have fresh mozzarella, because I haven't had it by itself again, or just with the steak. So we'll just say right now, the eggs are an issue. We know, like, keto chow is an issue because of even though it's less, the fiber, the acacia fiber, I always had a problem with, and even though they lowered it less, I could still be having a problem. Plus, it's a milk isolate protein, and yeah, I wasn't having problems with heavy cream though. I could drink heavy cream all day and never have a stomach issue. So, I don't know. I honestly cannot tell you right now what in certain milk products make me sick, because I don't know. The same with the eggs. Sometimes I can have the eggs, sometimes I can't. And you know what I just think it is? The high histamines in my body. Sometimes they're reacting, sometimes they're not reacting. That is the truth. That is what I think it is. I don't think this is going to be a very easy solution when I go to add foods back in. Because until my body is healed or stop having all these histamine response, we are going to get false positives of sensitivity to certain food when it's just my body deciding, oh, it was raining today. Oh, the molds are so much worse outside. So, we're going to react to everything today. Other than the picanha, it's the only thing I do not have reactions to. And that is why, and my coffee. No reaction to my coffee. So what is in my coffee? My coffee gets, as of right now, a tablespoon or less of butter and a 1/4 scoop of Perfect Keto Collagen, the salted caramel one. I don't even have a full scoop in a day because I have 2 to 3 coffees a day. So that's what we're doing. No more sweet and lows. No more heavy cream. And I actually like my coffee better with butter. I remember now that I do like my coffee better with butter. It just takes me a couple of days to get used to it. So my coffee calories are about 110 a coffee, because everybody was concerned that some of my coffees were like 300 calories. The only way it was ever 300 calories is if I put a whole scoop of collagen in, which I have not done in years because of the price of the collagen. And if I was to put 2 tablespoons of butter, or a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So those were my 300 calorie coffees, and I was doing that because I undereated so bad. But now my coffees are less than 110, but I put about 110 for the calories, and they are less than a carb a coffee. So the only carbs I'm getting in a day is in my coffee, so it's less than 3. Because I'm not even having a full scoop of the collagen. So, like I said, my food meals are boring. It's just air fried picanha all day long. And I'm starving now because this is the time of morning I go eat every single morning. Every morning. But I have to leave in 10 minutes to take my daughter, and I tried to go in there and make it like an hour ago, and I was not hungry at all. And I have to be careful eating before I leave the house, because sometimes it's The ones I have right now has a lot of fat on it, and I don't like wasting it. I cook it down and then I eat it. But fat makes me go to the bathroom. So I couldn't eat it on the go. So I am going to be hungry for a few hours until we can get back home. Her appointment's like an hour and 10 minutes away. It's an hour and 50 minutes long. Then we drive back home. Then I'll have like an hour or two break before I have to take her to an art class thing she's doing. So I won't be home tonight until 6:30, so I need to get the food in between there because I have a new rule. So if you have GERD, you shouldn't eat close to your bedtime or eat close to laying down at all to begin with. But I also am doing a lot of intermittent fasting because I feel better that way. So I'm trying to have my last meal of the day no later than 4, like done by 4, because I find I no longer get hungry, and that includes my coffee. Okay, now black coffee if you want it, that has no calories or sugars in it. But that includes my coffee, and I'm switching to water. So yesterday I think was 2 something, or I don't know. And then my first coffee this morning was almost at 9 a.m. Which is what this is right now. It's my only coffee so far. Usually I have one drink and one to go with me, but it's still full. It takes me a long time to drink them. It's like 9:45 or something. So, totally lost track. But that's what I'm trying to do so I can get some fasting in. I want to do at least minimum of 16 hours a night. I also sleep better, I find that it's been longer. I don't get hungry, okay? I'm not getting hungry. I am eating about a pound of meat a day, give or take a few ounces here or there. And then my coffee. So I'm a minimum of 1,400 calories every day. So my allergies are bothering me today. It is one of those mornings with allergies. But I also can eat the low sodium bacon from Aldi's, which lately they've been $3 a pound. I have a bunch of that, but because of the no leftover thing with histamines, I haven't really been eating it because I prefer to eat it as leftovers. Now, I think that will be my first experiment, is to make bacon and put it in the fridge overnight and see how that affects me. Instead of trying to add new product, I'm going to try to see if I can have picanha and bacon as leftovers, because I want to go to the zoo in a month, and it is a 10-hour plus day, and it is a 10-mile walk. And if I'm walking that much, I'm going to be hungry, so I need to bring food with me. Also, if you're new to low histamines, you cannot eat out anywhere. All out foods have histamines. So, and really high. And the whole point of this is, trying to heal my body. And we're doing a really, really good job at it, because I'm really in shock how well I'm sticking to this. I have never stuck to a strict diet like this long. I've done keto for years, but keto is not strict compared to this. What I should start telling people is they should go carnivore for about 90 days. And then when you go back to keto, you will no longer feel like you are on a restricted diet. You will never feel like you're living a strict life, because there are so many options compared to now. Yeah. But I have decided that in the future, if I can go back to keto, I will be doing carnivore 5 days a week and keto 2. More like ketovore. But that's what my goal in life is, to be able to do, because I do miss salads. But I don't miss how they made me feel. That's the problem here. I would like to be able to eat bell peppers and tomatoes again. If I could eat bell peppers and tomatoes again, I'd be happy. And bell peppers is a low histamine item, so that might be one of the first things I try. However, I always have reactions when I eat bell peppers. But here's the catch. I've never eaten bell peppers in my life without ground beef or red sauce. Okay? So, it might not be the bell peppers at all. At all. I could have been getting heartburn and sick this whole time from ground beef. and I've never been allowed to eat ground beef. Like, when I ate it as a kid, I would lay on the ground crying, but I was told it was from the gluten that was in it. The doctors told my mom it was from gluten, blah, blah, blah. She's has a very high sensitivity to gluten, and she shouldn't eat gluten, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's all they told her. And our whole lives, they've told us, y'all have extremely high histamine. Did anyone tell us? Even my mom was upset last night, and she's like, what are you talking about? They've always told me, to my mom, that she had high histamine. That so do I, and Haley, and what are you talking about? I'm like, Mom, most allergists do not understand that there's a diet you can go on that can cure this, or at least put it in remission where you're not dealing with it all the time. Or they think you can't do it. They think it's going to be too hard, so I recommend it to you. Most allergists know nothing about mast cell activation syndrome when them and the gut doctor should know. Like, it should be a team, right? It should be a team. On my playlist, Trying to Heal My Body, I believe I have added, and I'm going to be adding more, a few doctors. Now, they don't believe in going carnivore. They believe in, sign up for their group, and they will help you because some people are allergic to beef or have sensitivity to beef, but that is very, very rare. You do not have to sign up for their program to learn how to do it. But if you watch them on the high histamine stuff, your life might be reopened. Like, you might be like, is this why I have my gut issues? Is this why my skin is this way? Is this why I cannot sleep? Is this why my hormones are completely imbalanced? Is this why my insulin resistance seems to still be shitty even though I'm doing like a low carb keto diet? The answer might surprise you. It could be yes, especially if you're O negative blood. Did you hear me say that? O negative blood people seem to have way more high histamines. Me, my mom, and my sister all are living with insane histamines, and we are all O negative blood because plants tried to kill us in this world. Look it up. Look up how hard it is for O negative blood people to not be allergic to things. It's crazy, especially plants. And when you go to the O negative blood diet, it is very close to a low histamine diet of what fruits and vegetables you can get away with, right? You can get away with, I think, raspberries and blueberries, but you might have reactions at certain times of the year and be allergic to strawberries. Like me, I'm only allergic to strawberries during strawberry season. The rest of the year, I can have strawberries with no reactions. But yeah, I have to get going because I've been running my mouth way longer than I thought I would. I still have to put my shirt on and get out of here. So I will talk to you in a little bit. And of course, it's going to be picanha today, and I will let you know how much I eat and when I eat. Okay, so I've dropped her off. Since it's going to be an hour or so, I'm going to go do a little shopping. Alright, it is about 1:40. I have 11.5 ounces of picanha, which this one is an ounce of fat. So there's a possibility, because you can see it's not cooked all the way. I can't always handle that. And there's a possibility I'll be eating less than this. Now, as long as I don't get hungry tonight, this is going to be my one meal today. Today I decided I could do less calories, less fat, less everything. It'll just be a less meal because it's like almost 2 by the time I'm done eating. And I'm trying not to eat past 4. So unless I get starving tonight, this is it. This is it. This and water. I have one more coffee that I'm going to make it too. And then it'll be water for the rest of the night. Alright, before I forget to film this, I ate that big chunk of fat I showed y'all completely, and it did make me sick. I couldn't eat it all. I went and weighed what I didn't eat and took away. I ate exactly 6.5 ounces. I can eat 6.5 ounces with no problem. Over that, I start to feel too full and I start to get nauseous, so I've learned, even my body is telling me when to stop. Even if I have a plate of food of 11 ounces, it doesn't matter. My body is saying, no, this is it. This is it. So if I have to eat later, I'll eat later. If not, I just won't. I'm letting my body control the situations right now. Alright, so I just went and picked up 2 picanhas. They sliced them tiny for me. These ones do not have that much fat on them though. They do have some coming in the next few days that is vacuum sealed and has the fat. So I can't wait for those. I also, they had fresh, boneless, skinless thighs. And yes, I know. In the past, I've never been able to eat dark meat chicken. But it's very small. And we're going to give it a shot. If I can't eat it, everyone else will eat it. And the reason is prices, y'all. Prices. They're like almost $10 a pound and they're going up in price. So I need to find more meat I can eat on a carnivore diet without having issues. That's the whole point of this, is to find what I can and can't eat. Okay, so, yeah, got to try some things, and that's why we're going to give this a shot. Okay, I can eat chicken breast, but y'all, I don't like it, okay? Don't like the taste anymore. It was my favorite thing in the world, but after getting the C word and losing my taste and smell completely, I cannot stand it. It tastes horrifying, and for all I know, dark meat might taste the same. And it's very chewy, very dry, no matter how I cook it, and I never cook it above 165. Like, if I was able to slow cook it, that would be another story, but slow cooking meats causes a histamine rise. And right now, since I am having such histamine issues, I cannot raise it because then I won't know. I won't have any answers, right, at all. So we're gonna try it. Maybe tomorrow, so it doesn't sit very long. Maybe tonight, I don't know. Tomorrow everyone's getting Jersey Mites because it's my mom's birthday. So it's Jersey Mite night because that's what she wants, and because they have appointments all day and I have appointments with Haley all day tomorrow. Yeah, I wanted to cook her whole chickens on the grill, like smoke them, because she loves that, but I won't be home to do it. I'm gone all day tomorrow, all day. So they will be eating Jersey Mites, and I will be having picanha and maybe trying the chicken. Maybe I'll try the chicken tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I have to try it today or tomorrow. Anything later is just going to raise more histamines unless I go freeze it. Unless I go home and freeze them. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. See? It's all a guessing game. It's all what will I do. But anyways, I'm waiting for Haley, and she's got about 20 more minutes in there, so I think I'm gonna actually just sit here. Oh, take my seatbelt off for one because it's choking me, and just relax a little and listen to the birds. There's birds going. I don't even feel like listening to music. I kind of want a coffee really bad, but I don't like coffee eating out anywhere because I do one a week, and it gets butter in it usually from Starbucks. And I did a black Americano last week. I'll probably do a black Americano this week. We usually do it on Wednesday. So it's when Dino's with me and we're waiting on Haley. But I think that's it right now. And I have shadows. Shadows because the sun is over there. So I came home to the best surprise, best gift I've ever received in my whole life. Every day, and I'm serious, it was a complete shock, and I am so happy. Every day, I have a list of chores. Wipe down the kitchen, do the cat litter. You know, I do laundry a couple of times a week. I try to just do it once a week. Plus all the errands, all the chores, all the other stuff, plus take care of the cats, brush them down every week, and twice a month I try to get to the floors and their cat trees. So every other week, because I'm just so exhausted. And I was really exhausted, and the floors haven't been scrubbed in probably over 2+ weeks, maybe 3, because I've had such a busy schedule and there are so many other very important things, right? I came home to everything. Y'all, the cats own the living room, and they had millions of pounds of that brown paper, if you've seen, so you can never even see the floor. And toys everywhere, tons of toys just everywhere. And I've been dreading all week, thinking my only day off is Sunday this week, and I'm going to spend the whole day just moving all the shit out, sweeping, getting all the cat hair off the cat trees, and then having to scrub and mop the floors. It was all done. It was all done. Dino did it. I almost started crying. I was so happy to just have one thing I don't have to do. Like, I was in shock, and that is the best gift I could ever be given, to have something off my plate. So that made me happy. He does whatever I need done outside, and he does take the trash out every Wednesday. Whoa, that kind of froze. That was weird. That was really weird. But y'all, I was just ecstatic beyond belief. All right, my phone freezing up like that threw me for a loop. I've had a shower, which means mascara is everywhere. I haven't washed my face. I just washed it in the shower. So I want to do the food journal books, but they cost so much, and you know I don't have a lot of stuff to fill it out with. So I went to Ollie's. All starts with an O. So I went there, and for $2.99 I got this. Okay. They have tons of different kinds you can choose from, but I kind of like just the blank page. And I'm just going to write on them. Just going to write my food sensitivities on each blank page. They have little cute sayings, and some just look like this. But for $2.99, I can't like get normal paper for that price. And I'm going to have a hard book, and it's got tons of pages. So it is Woodstock, so it's going to have peace stuff, following the bliss, things like that, which I am fine with. I went through tons of them, and this just seemed to be closer to what I wanted, and it's completely blank. Like, this should be enough pages. I don't know how many pages this is. 200-year paper, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm sure it says somewhere how many pages are in here, but this should last me a long time, because I'm not going to be putting picanha in here. But I can actually journal my thoughts and things like that if I want to in here as well. So I wish I kind of had this to begin with. But that is what I have now, this little book. And I'm actually really exhausted. And as I was saying, I'm really, really happy that I no longer have to do the floor. Oh, y'all, you just don't know. You don't know. I've been dreading it. I should have done it this past weekend. And when I mean a billion cat toys, I mean a billion cat toys and tons of cat trees. That, like, we have 7 cat trees, and some go all the way to the ceiling. 3 of them do. And they had to get, scraped down, get all the cat hair off of them. You have to do that first, then move them, sweep, move all that stupid paper, move all their ball toys, all their little toys, all their little big giant train light sets that they have. Yes, Dino likes to spoil them with toys. So it's been hard to even walk through there at all. And I just get more and more frustrated every day, but ignore it because I had so much going on. So to come home hold on. He even cleaned the hallway. Y'all, there was so much going on in here. Like, I had no floor. Now I have floor. I have floor. All these have been scrubbed down. I have a clean, spotless, empty floor. I have too much cat stuff, so just ignore it. But the kitchen floor is clean. Everywhere is clean. I guess we're having a meeting at the food dish and bowl. Or the watering hole. We're having a little meeting. Are we having a meeting at the watering hole, guys? Maybe. But I came home to all this being clean. I have to sort through all this still. I really don't know. I'm fine that he stacked it all up like that because we just got to go through it. That's toys they barely play with. It's toys they barely play with, plus it is their carriers and everything, and I'm going to make an empty space up here to put the carriers and stuff because you can't get rid of them. You need them for emergencies. And then we'll just go through the toys and let them have a few at a time because I have dinners that I'm going to be putting some of their toys in and just like you do kids, taking in and out, right? So I'm happy. I am pleasantly, insanely happy. Best gift in the world. Better than diamonds, better than anything anyone could have bought me. Best gift. Yes, I know. They're always there. The reef's always there. Me and my daughter made them years ago.